Yes, this movie, yes. Sully. So Sully is an upcoming biographical drama that comes out next Friday, directed by Clint Eastwood, stars Aaron Eckhart and Tom Hanks, and is this movie good? Guys, this movie is good so far. I would even say it's great. I went to this movie just knowing and hoping it was going to be good. Walked out of it just like, yes, this movie was good. It was great. I loved it. I'm so glad it's good to have good September movies. And there's nothing but praises about this movie. First of all, look back for a second, let's talk about it. Everybody who doesn't know, Sully is pretty much a cinematic retelling of the events that happened in 2009 with that plane that went down the Hudson River. Pretty much the miracle on the Hudson is cinematic retelling of that. Everything that went on that day and that week with the captain, crew, with media, everybody. It was an event. It was crazy. And the movie does really a good job of putting you in the scope, putting you right there smack in everything that happened that day and that week with all those people. That event really happened. It was life-changing. It's one thing to see it on the news, is to be like, okay, yeah, that plane went down. The people, I'm glad they survived and everything. That's cool. But this movie does a really good job putting you like right there in the cockpit, right there in the courtroom, right there in the hearings, right there in the plane itself when it's going down. It's good. That being said, I'd like to know the pros and the cons why I believe that Sully. It comes out next Friday. If you are interested in this movie, I would definitely suggest you go see it. Everybody else, just if you want a better appreciation of what happened on that day back in 2009 on the plane, flight 1549, this is the movie for you. Check it out. Here's why. I think in the movie, Tom Hanks does a really good job portraying Sully, you know, the captain of the plane. Now, Tom Hanks does a really good job portraying a guy pretty much like he's not a hero, you know, he's pretty much a guy who, you know, did his job and, you know, something happened on the plane that caused it to go down. You had to make a judgment call to save all 155 of those souls, and he did that. And this dude is straight up like a captain. I mean, when that plane went down, the people were getting off the plane, it was like, yo, I'm not leaving until every last man, woman, and child is off this plane and safe. I'm not leaving until I make sure everybody's safe. Hey, that was some good shit. Tom Hanks really portrayed that dude well. For good character. Also, a dude who pretty much, yeah, he landed a plane in the Hudson River that's never been done before. He's pretty fucked up. PTS. Also, Aaron Eckhart, he was also great in the movie too. He pretty much, Aaron Eckhart, I felt like he was me in this movie. He pretty much, if I was the co-captain of a plane going down the Hudson River, yeah. All those higher up people, asshole, telling me like, oh no, you could have landed the plane this way, you could land the plane that way. I'm like, no, look, listen, I saved 155 of those people. I landed the plane this way. Fuck your plane, the people are survived. Kiss my ass. At the end of the day, Aaron Eckhart, Tom Hanks were two good actors in this movie that really portrayed the characters, real life characters anyway, well, and they killed it. The plot movie is pretty simple, you know. It's pretty much, like I said, a cinematic retelling of what happened back in January of 2009 when Flight 1549 had to make an emergency landing in the Hudson River. On the movie, you're really following along the events and the aftermath of everything that happened with that plane crash, you know, with the media, you know, everything. You're really following Tom Hanks' character as Capt Sully, as, you know, he's dealing with all this crazy shit. All the media just like, oh, you're a hero, you saved all those people, awesome. While he also has, like, his bosses just like, you know, yeah, you saved those people, but you cost us our plane. You could have landed the plane on this runway, you could have landed the plane on that runway. The scenario, the simulation show us that you could have landed the plane, you could have saved those people and saved our plane. Hey, but Sully just pretty much like, no, see, if you're gonna do a human simulation, then make it human. Right there, that was the line for me. That was the line. Because we all know computer simulations, as much they can only reproduce what the data shows them. It just goes by that. Computers do not have that human instinct that us humans have. And because of that human instinct that Capt Sully had, that, you know, helped him land the plane and, you know, save all those people, a computer simulation could not do that. Pro in the movie, props to Clint Eastwood, because the cinematography in this movie was just amazing. I saw this movie in IMAX, and the IMAX did enhance it because you really do feel the scope of this big plane landing on the Hudson River. You really get different shots of the plane, different angles of how it's going down, seeing it from the point of view of the captain, the point of view of the passengers, point of view of the Coast Guards, point of view of people in the buildings in New York, just seeing this plane going down, what everyone's thinking, and it's a lot. But it's good because it's really engaging. It just shows you the scope of this. See, this really happened back in 2009. It really happened. It just really puts you in the thick of it. And I think it makes you appreciate it more when you get to see just what all happened that day. And that's why this movie gets a very high, strong, positive rating for me. And that is Sully is a 9 out of 10, which is definitely worth buying on Blu-ray. Seriously, this movie is so good. I'm going to be fighting for this movie in my top 10 list. Talk about Sully. If you're going to go see it, I hope you watch it, enjoy it, have a great time. This movie is great. You're going to love it. promise. And as always, guys, subscribe. Until next time.
Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come, yo. Here they come. Here they come. This or that.